Hello, everybody on YouTube. It's your boy, the Memphis X LR8, coming back at you with the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! What every day for 100 days we duel with a different deck every single day. Today, as per fan request, we are looking at the new Rose Dragon monsters. They just got some new support, a new monster, a new spell, another new monster, and a nice big old synchro that nukes everything and banishes everything as well. Nasty little number, this thing. And we're just going to go ahead and take this deck out, yugioh Pro, show it off. However, that's a nice, fun, simple time. It's not a very complicated deck we've made today, but it gets the job done. And of course, big thanks to Mr. Harry Yu. I think I'm pronouncing your surname correctly, sir. And, just big thanks for suggesting a deck. I appreciate all deck suggestions. And this one actually looks pretty good. I think we're going to have ourselves a good, fun time today. So, enough talking. Let's get started. Alrighty, our first opponent. We want to go second more often than not with this deck. We have a lot of going second things. Opening hand is not bad. Not bad at all. I would have liked my other rosy spell. The bamboo shoot one. Or I always forget the name of that one. Anyway, we're up against Destiny here. Okay, that's fine. Destiny Heroes can certainly do some combo wombos, but if I got impermanence, I can stop whatever the big bad he makes. If he makes plasma or something, we'll be good. We'll be good. See, I like the new Rose Dragons. They're a very cool bunch of monsters. This is Rose Cross Dragon. This monster, when it's normal special, you can add any card that lists Black Rose Dragon in its text, except, of course, itself. This lets us search our new spell card. That'll let me special summon a Red Rose. It'll let me do some stuff and some things, man. It'll let me do things and stuff. Let's see. He's made Dominance. Alright, so he's going to be checking out my deck. Alrighty, so we're back. I went ahead and skipped ahead because we're going second. I don't need to show off everything my opponent does. Just know that he used Dominance and he put White Rose on top of my deck for some reason. Which is actually very nice of them to have done. That worries me slightly, but I have no choice. Gotta go for White Rose Dragon. This is going to allow us to special summon a Rose Dragon from my hand. This will get my plays started, presuming I don't get impermed. I mean, so far it's just been pretty much basic Destiny Hero stuff. Alright, there's the mask change. Alright, I mean, he's going to make Dark Law, but it's like, I'm going to nuke the board, so I don't really... Well, I mean, I'm going to lose my dragons. That's the sad thing. That is the sad thing. But if I go for Rose Cross Dragon, be like, watcha. This is going to allow me to search my new spell card. Oh, wait, I don't want to search the new spell. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's gonna hit me anyway. Let me think. Okay, that's fine. So what, are you going to make another Dark Law? I don't think that affects stacks. I don't think it does. So I'm going to get, this is the new spell card, the Basil Rose Shoot. It's a nice little spell card. Lets me summon a Rose Dragon from my hand or my graveyard. So I'm going to do that immediately right now so that he doesn't have a chance to get rid of it. We're going to summon that Red Rose Dragon. Oh no, all my cards have been banished. What am I going to do? I tell you what I'm going to do. Well, what I'm going to do is a Black Rose Dragon. And we're going to go ahead and use these two. Be like, watcha. And we're not going to use Black Rose's effect. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to summon the new monster, the Blood Rose Dragon. You need a level 7 and a level 3 here. And we're going to go for the Blood Rose. This card activates. It banishes everything in the graveyard and then nukes the board. Kind of would have been nice if it went the other way around, but it's still good. And if I had my shoot still, which I would have had if it weren't for Dark Law, I would have been able to bring back Black Rose. It would have been amazing. It would have been so pretty. So beautiful. But we're good now. You know, my opponent has nothing. I mean, he's got his graveyard, but there's not much in his graveyard anymore, is there? And if he tries to nuke me Blood Rose, I can tribute this thing to negate that nuke effect and then summon out a Rose Dragon. Hey, that will work just fine. Carrot Weight Champion, nice beat stick. So yeah, that's the idea of the new Rose Dragons. It's very simple and clean. This is just a straight upgrade over Black Rose Dragon, honestly. Just banish everything in the graveyard and then nuke board. So there's a nice clean win against the Destiny Heroes. Maybe I'll show a little bit more of what my opponent does in the next duel. We'll see how it goes. But that's basically what we're trying to do. Turbo this thing out, banish everything, nuke everything, do lots of damage. So there's duel number 1. Let's go for duel number 2 and see what other shenanigans we can get up to. Alrighty, secondary opponent. We'll let our opponent pick. They're going first. Good. Opening hand is good as well. My opponent chose to do nothing. Wow. Wow, indeed. But I got my 1-card combo, the Witch of the Blood Rose. This is our new monster. What you do with this card, let me show you this combo. Every time I'm first, I brick. Oof. Yeah, that's an oof moment, my dude. So what this card does, like I said, you search this card, the Witch of the Black Rose, really old card, and then you set Rose Fairy on top of your deck. You always pick Rose Fairy. My opponent is like 19 negates. Let's see. Luckily, I have none. I have no negates. That's not what my deck's about, my dude. Instead, I'm just like Witch of the Black Rose, and that's going to allow me to draw a card, and now I get to special summon Rose Fairy. Now, I could have also summoned Rose Girl, but, you know, I don't need to do that right the moment. I can, though. I have the potential. I have the power to do so at my leisure. And I could special summon, let's see, and Frozen Rose or Blooming of the Darkest Rose. That is tempting. That is tempting. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go play Basil Root Shoot. I'm gonna summon out my Red Rose Dragon. Oh wait, you're a tuner too. I always forget that. I forget that little part. You know, that's fine. You know what? This gives us an opportunity to do something different. We're gonna summon Queen of Thorns. I don't get to summon this thing out very often. This is a very old synchro monster. Every time your opponent tries to normal or special, they have to pay 1,000 life points to do so. Unless, of course, they're playing plants, in which case it does nothing. And I'm also going to special summon Rose Girl. So just 800 extra damage. So now I'm going to special summon another monster. We're going to get Rose Crush Dragon. Hacha. And then we're going to add Frozen Rose. This will allow me to draw some cards. And I'm also going to add some more cards, because that's just what we do. We add and we keep on adding. And I'm just going to get another Basil Root Shoot. I'm just going to get one of these. And we're just going to go ahead and battle now. This is the part where we just go for a battle. And we're going to be good. My opponent is going to have low life points. So unless he deals with the Queen of Thorns, and I deal with whoever's calling me, then he's going to have a hard time getting around this. He's going to have a hard time getting around that one, laddie. So we're just going to do a little bit more damage. And how many life points is he going to have? 1,700. He can summon a monster. That's a whole lot of it. So we're going to play Frozen Rose. This thing has 2 effects. You tribute a plant. End phase, you draw 2, then discard 1. We're going to discard Blooming of the Darkest Rose because we want that in the graveyard. If it was not a plant, we would get to, what was it? Add a plant. That's the right. Okay, we'll set this. And... oh. Nibiru. Well, that's ever so slightly rude. Why didn't you do that before the battle phase, I wonder? Kind of an odd choice, but, you know, whatever. That's unfortunate. I was trying to be kind to you, player. You know, just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Alrighty, so my opponent, I don't know what he was thinking. I honestly do not know what this guy was thinking. He should have done that before battle phase. Maybe he just didn't understand how that worked. I have no idea. I'm going to just ditch Spore for now. Don't need to really think of anything else. Actually, no. No, I've got a, let's see, increased level by the level of that banished monster. So, I have a level 3 in the graveyard, right? Yes, I do. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Do something cool. I want to do the cool thing. We're going to use Spore's effect. We're going to banish a level 3 monster. And we are going to summon Spore. It will be a level 4 tuner. And now we're going to make Black Rose Dragon. You might be thinking, Memphis, why are you making the thing that nukes the board? My answer is because I'm not going to nuke the board. I'm going to use the actual effect of this thing, which is to banish a plant and take a monster, put it in attack mode, and make it attack 0. No one ever makes that move. So there we go. I guess we technically won. I mean, I did a combo. This guy tried to Nibiru me, but he did it very poorly. But, you know, sometimes that's what happens. So we'll call that another win. Let's go for our next opponent. We are going through this way too fast. I'll probably do a bonus duel here. But for now, let's go for duel number 3. Fortunato, what kind of game will you play? Are you playing El Delicis? I wouldn't be afraid. Fortunato. Oh, that kind of fort. Okay, so we're in the third duel. My opponent played Fortune Lady Fire in Fuego. Interesting. And now he's getting rid of it for, what is this, Silent Magician. Okay, let's see. This card's destroyed. Special summon Silent Magician. Let's see. From hand, deck, or ignoring its summoning conditions. Ouchie. That could be problematic. That could be just a wee bit problematic. I also drew into Rose Fairy, which is not a good thing. It's not necessarily a good thing, because I kind of don't like drawing that, because that's kind of the idea of Garnets. You kind of keep them in the deck. Oh, and he's just gonna... Okay, that's... Okay, I can dodge that. Frozen Rose. Dodge. I dodged you. Oh. Okay, but I still got my thing, and that's all I care about. That's all I cared about. I mean, granted, I still needed to... still needed to do other things, my dude. Why you gotta be Mr. Negate Everything Pants? This thing I'm more than... Okay, when a spell is activated, negate the activation. That's a once per turn, though. I don't have a plant in the grave. Unfortunate, this is one of them unfortunate situations where my opponent has one of them lockdowny decks. I don't like lockdowny decks too much. I mean, I play my Floodgate every once in a while, depending on what I'm playing. Just yesterday, I was playing Digital World. Or not Digital World, but Virtual World. And I did play the True King Calamitous. He wasn't all I wanted to play, but I did play him. So, I'm not going to say I've never played a Floodgate. But this is like super easy Floodgate. It's not really that much of a Floodgate, is it? Interesting concept. Interesting concept indeed. Let me think about that. Okay, Black Garden. This is a very nasty field spell. It only really works when you go first with it, but it's a very nasty field spell. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do that, because since I have the field spell, we're going to play Blooming of the Darkest of Roses. This will give us a token. I would like that token. Thank you. Okay, so we lose that, but that's fine. That was the plan. Let's see. Discard the graveyard. Target a black rose plant in the monster zone. Banish it. During the next stand, return that monster. Okay, I don't want to do that yet. What I want to do, summon blue rose. That's step number 1. Base a root shoot. See, the problem right now is that I don't have a way of killing this thing without him bringing out, you know, other things. That's the sad part. Alright, but regardless, I've got my... my dude, why you wanna keep negate everything, my dude? This is just like one of the people who likes to just negate everything. And... I mean, banishing my monster won't do me any good. It just won't do me any good, that's for sure. That's an unfortunate thing indeed. Oh wait, 4, 5. Oh, yes. I didn't even do math. Freaking Trish up in the hood, folks. My boy Trish. So long as I don't get Effect Veilered again. Effect Veiler for days. This guy just wants to Effect Veiler for days. Alright, fine, your turn, Mr. Effective. See, this is why we have the one called by the grave. I would run 3 if I could, because for folks, look at all these hand traps. Look at them all. It's disgusting. Absolute disgust. Oh, what are you doing now? Are you actually going to do something interesting this time, or are you just going to crash into me and bring out the Silent Magician, which I think locks down all spells? I don't remember. What does the level 8 Silent Magician do? Oh, it's been so long since I've seen that card, I don't even remember what it does. I presume it negates spells. I know that's what Silent Swordsman does. And I presume that's what Silent Magician does as well. Although he seems to be actually doing an actual play this time, so that's good. I like it when my opponent actually does something, interesting. So you're gonna bring out Evody, yep. So, yep, that's 100 points bigger than me. Sadness. See, I'm trying to do some interesting stuff, and that was interesting to a degree. But, the negates. My goodness, my dude. Negate my spells, you take my monsters. That just ain't cool. And then you disrespect my boy. And now my other boy is coming back. I can get this back from the graveyard if a synchro gets destroyed. Let's see. Oh wait, if a face-up Rose Dragon and or Plant Synchro is destroyed. Traditional, you never told me you were a Plant Synchro. Weird. That is a weird thing. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let me think about this for a second. Hold on. I mean, that lets me get that. Do I have a... I do. Okay, that'll work. Summon Rose Cross Dragon again. Okay, this time we will not be negated. That's good. Get Root Shoot. I keep calling it Root Shoot. It's Rose Shoot. For some reason, I want to call it Root Shoot. I don't know if it's because it sounds sexier or what. I mean, it's clearly, shooting at roots, not roses. I'm just saying. Let's see. Target a special summon monster, return it to the hand. I would like to do that. So we're going to go for Moonlight Dragon. Hacha. Because this will bounce his monster rather than killing it. Because if I kill it, he'll just bring it back. Alrighty. We have outed our opponent's stuff. He was negating everything we wanted to do. But now he's out of the negates. I forgot that one existed. Everybody does. Everyone forgets the moonlight until it comes out. So now we should, in theory, be good. I've got my Witch of the Blood Rose, which is sadly not as useful with Rose Fairy in the hand, but I can at the very least, I can still use it. And I think it really wants me to be using it. Okay. Witch of the Blood Rose. Do your thing. Activate that. If you ash me one more time, if you just keep ashing me one more time, young man. Young man indeed. Alright, what is in my graveyard right now? Okay, nothing I can use. I'm just checking. Alrighty, let's just hit him with the Black Rose again. Sometimes you just gotta say, hey, I'm gonna hit you with the Black Rose again. And my dude, I think you got an interesting deck idea. I like the idea of the Fortune Ladies. I love Fortune Ladies. They're a cool deck. And the Silent Magician thing is very annoying. But you've got so many hand traps. Like, you gotta take it easy with all the hand traps, my dude. Okay? I know this is one of those games where it's like, you don't want your opponent to do too much. But letting your opponent do something is not a bad thing. I'm just saying. Okay, if a tuner special summon, I have no way of summoning a tuner at the moment. Although, perhaps I do if I play my cards right. So, what is, yeah, I don't need to do that. Dude, the game's not over yet. It's getting there, Don't worry, I'm getting there. But it's not quite GG yet. So we're gonna summon the Witch of Black Rose. And then that's gonna let me draw a card. Whop. Odd. Usually that works. Not sure why that didn't work. I'm sure I missed something there. Every time in testing that worked. Very weird. I must have activated something a little too soon. Okay, it's fine. You know, my opponent, he's ready to give up. But you know what? We'll give him one more turn. You know, I was kind of hoping to draw on that Rose Girl, but apparently not. Not allowed. Not allowed. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. How is he gonna out the Moonlight Dragon? If he tries to synchro, I'll just bounce it. Because this works anytime a level 5 or higher monster is special summoned to my opponent's board. So anything he synchro summons, I can bounce it. If he summons that Silent Magician and crashes into me, unless it has targeting protection, I can bounce it. Or if it negates monster effects, and I'm just not aware of that. Monster reborn into what exactly? Okay, making the past, that's fine. But this lets me show off Dark Rose Fairy. Since a tuner was summoned, I can summon this fairy. Yeah, that works for either player. I can summon this if my opponent summons a tuner or if I summon a tuner. It's a really cool card. You never think you're going to run the thing, but there you go. Any tuner summoned, you get to summon this from the hand. It has to be special summoned, but it's still something. It's still something. So, what are you doing? Fortune Lady Light. Okay, so he's trying to make every again. Which, let's see, one, two, wait. Let's see, banish, spellcaster. Okay, it has to be spellcaster, so one, two, three. He only has three. I'm sorry, my dude, you only have three. It only works on spellcasters. Although, maybe he hasn't. Okay, so if he goes, banishes three, that's 4 stars. I can still use Moonlight then. It's all good. Oh. Whoa. He's summoning big monster big. I think he's gonna summon water. Yeah, I'll summon water and draw more cards. That makes more sense. I was thinking, is he gonna summon earth? No, he's gonna summon water. That makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. Okay, spellbook, oh secrets. See, this guy was ready to give up, and then he didn't. And that's good. So you can't always do not give up until all your light points are gone. That's how this game is. You can't give up until all your light points are gone, man. Ooh, he drew the good one. This lets him add any Fortune Lady card. And also, let's see, once per turn, a card is banished. Activate this effect. This turn, monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, of a card opponent controls is banished. Make the next battle damage you take becomes 0. Okay. Interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. But if he summons every, I can just bounce it. So that's still an option. Still an option that I can do that. Oh, that's my card. You're using my card against me? Okay, that's kind of badass too. I mean, I still get my Rose Croix Dragon back, so I can just keep it on. Let me think about this. Let's see. Place this card bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. Well, this is why we have another Black Rose Dragon waiting in the wing. So let's see. I can ditch a card to put this card on the top or bottom of my deck. That's for sure. For now, we're going to summon our Rose Croix Dragon, the most important of cards. It's such a good card. Just add any of our cards that list the Black Rose Dragon. Yes, you have another, don't you? No, this time you have Rewind. Okay. Any number of banished Fortune Ladies, different names, summon them, shuffle deck during the end phase. That's like a bunch of them. Okay. That's not necessarily good. I mean, I'm going to get my shoot. But then that thing's going to, like, burn me, and that's not a good thing. Right, let's see. This card's special summoned by the effect of a Fortune Lady card. Yep. So now Fortune Lady Fire will hit this and burn me. And then he's going to get to draw 2 cards. Let's see here. Summon. No. Okay. Shuffle them to the deck during the end phase. So I don't only have to worry about them for 1 turn. But light is going to go off. So I have to kill this. Think that too early. No, you're good. You actually, nah, you good. Nah, you good. Is good. Okay, so I need to summon something. I need to summon something like right now, and that actually hurts me quite a bit. So, face up plant sent to the graveyard. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ditch this fairy. I'm gonna ditch the fairy, and I'm going to put this on the bottom of my deck. Just because I can. So, what I need to do is play my root shoot. Bring back, let's see here. I've already used my Rose Cross Dragon. So I'm gonna get Blue Rose Dragon. Oh wait, that puts it to defense. Okay. That's all I had, really. That's all I have. And now, okay, he does not get a monster. Okay, that works then. Oh, this is the battle of two dudes who are just trying to get everything to work. Why didn't you summon Moonlight Dragon? Couldn't. Yeah, it only works on Rose Dragons. Yeah, this is a Black Rose Moonlight Dragon. No, no, it's Moonlight Dragon. Not quite rose enough. It's not quite rose enough. It's a thing. It's got that moonlight in the middle. Yeah, it is. It is. It is lame. It is very lame. But you know what? It's fine. I've got Blue Rose. If he destroys this, I can. If I had Black Rose in the grave, I could bring it back, or I can just bring back any of my plants. Not that any of the plants have anything good in the graveyard to do, but I have that option. I mean, I can bring back Rose Fairy. It has 1,200 defense points. That's something. So the question is, Mr. Fortunato, you know what else is lame? Let's see. What? Ouch. I understand your pain, my dude. I understand it very much. We all have those hand troubles. I'm going to go ahead and summon Rose Dragon. And I think this time I will wish him a GG. Because I'm pretty sure, unless he's playing hand traps even harder, this will be game. Alrighty. So there's our third opponent. Yeah, it's just the third opponent. That's the third. That was a good duel. We had some nice talk with Mr. Fortunato. We had ourselves a good duel against the Fortune Ladies. He had an interesting deck. Lots of hand traps, so I really wish I'd call by the grave. But let's go for one more duel, and we'll call it a day. Alrighty, the fourth bonus duel. Took a quick break after the last duel. Had to go run and do a thing. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Going second is always good. White and red, always good. Okay, so this hand, universally, I'll say, is good. I'm seeing two set cards and nothing else, and that worries me ever so slightly. Please. Okay, I have not seen Please. Can't be destroyed by battle. Equip monster tree with 2 troops to troops. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I've not seen Cleese in many moons. So we'll see. I know they play some floodgates, though. That could be problematic. Depending on what he's playing. We'll find out. I don't remember what all the Cleese do. Impermanence. Unfortunate indeed. That kind of sucks, my dude. I kind of needed to summon another monster. Probably should have I should have thrown out Evil Swarm Mandragora first. I will remember that next turn. Presuming, of course, I have another turn. What does this do? Automatically in addition to normal summon or set. Okay. And this counts as 2 tributes. I know that Cleaves are like pendulum base. Like, you tribute them, and then they get their effects. What does this dude do? Okay, normal summon this card with that tribute. This turn, normal summon with that tribute. No. Unaffected by activated effects, monsters are levels or ranks lower than this card's current level. This card's normal summon by triggering a cleave, make a second attack during the battle phase. If it attacks depends. Okay. So, in layman's terms, I need big synchro to kill this thing. That is essentially what this is. Alright, let me think about that. Yeah, I presuming I don't get hit with another negation, I should be good. I should be good. So I'll special summon this, go for that. Okay. Okay, I think I got this. So we'll special summon Evil Swarm Mandragora. That's step 1. Step 2, go for Red Rose Dragon. That will allow me to make my... What does this do? Level 4, negate its effects to the end of the turn. Level 5 or higher, negate its effects to the end of this turn. Also banish it when it leaves the field. Well... That is very obnoxious. So what you're saying is... Oh, but I can chain that. Okay, that's important to know. I will activate Rose Dragon, and you know, I'm just gonna nuke the board. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk this Rose Goat because this didn't prompt. That didn't prompt, so I'm just gonna... That doesn't work, my dude. Oh, now you want to okay. I'll remember that for later. I was gonna go for Big Sink, but this is better. I mean, granted, obviously that's gonna happen. Okay, so Rose Dragon. A Cha. And then we're gonna add Frozen Rose. And then we're gonna go ahead and do more. And let's see, we'll go ahead, go for Rose Fairy. Why not? Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna have to put some effort into killing this thing. Let's see, 3, 5. 3, 5, 9. I need a 9-star monster. Yes. I need a 9-star monster, and there's only one option when it comes to 9-star monsters. And his name may or may not rhyme with Flan Nina. Flan Nina, banish everything. Do the thing you do. Alrighty. And I'm going to get to ditch a monster to the graveyard, too. I will ditch... Well, Mandragora's my only option. Okay. And my opponent surrendered. You playing all your little floodgates and your negates and things. I stop your little combo, you give up. Okay. I see how the Qliphorts play nowadays. This is what they've been driven to. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call that a day. We've done most everything we had to do. And I've trished twice. So, good enough by my book. Let's go for end screen time. Alright, everybody. Well, I hope you all enjoyed seeing the new Rose Dragons. It's a nice bunch of monsters. You know, we can do some crazy combos. We can summon the Rose Dragons very easily. Summon other monsters. Didn't go for Crystal Wing ever, but the potential was there. It's just, it's a math thing. It's a wee bit of a math thing, but it can be done on occasion. But regardless of that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Smash like if you did. And tomorrow we have another deck suggestion. Actually, a deck submission, which is an Adamancipator Prankids deck. So hopefully you guys show up for that, because it's going to be good. And your boy Memphis is now going to head out. I'll see you guys again next time. Y'all take care now.